Two officers under investigation in death of Ottawa man identified. The two Ottawa police officers under investigation after the death of an Ottawa man following arrest have been identified as Const. Daniel Montsion and Const. Dave Weir. Abdirahman Abdi, a 37-year-old with mental health issues, was taken to hospital on Sunday after what witnesses described as a violent arrest. He died on Monday. Ontario's police watchdog, the Special Investigations Unit, is handling the investigation into Abdi's death, which could take months. An autopsy was scheduled for Tuesday. The SIU said the investigation is focusing on two police officers and that it intends to interview 5 witness officers. Multiple sources have confirmed to CBC News that the two officers under investigation are Weir, the patrol officer, and Montsion, who usually apprehends gang members as a member of the Direct Action Response Team DART but on Sunday was assisting on patrol. Video shows officers after arrest Montsion can be seen kneeling to the right of the bloodied and handcuffed Abdi in a video posted on YouTube on Tuesday, 2 days after the arrest. Weir is the officer kneeling by Abdi's head. The 1-minute 51-second video, taken from the lobby of 55 Hilda Street, doesn't show the altercation, but instead shows Montsion and Weir kneeling by Abdi's body while 3 officers stand by the door to the building. It's not clear who took the video or exactly when it was recorded. It appears to be after Abdi's arrest but before the arrival of paramedics. Several people inside can be heard wailing and screaming. The man's voice can be heard identifying himself as the superintendent of the building and saying to police, "This is the family. This is the family." Another man, speaking in Somali, can also be heard saying, "Take mom away. Take her out of here. Take mom." The video that had been previously posted to YouTube shows paramedics arriving and performing CPR on Abdi. Montsion can be seen in that video assisting paramedics. Paramedics then took Abdi to the hospital, where he was listed in critical condition. Abdi was pronounced dead at 3:17 p.m. Monday. The neighbor speaking on Monday for the family said doctors had told them Abdi was already dead when he arrived in hospital. 2 officers seen hitting Abdi Eyewitnesses to Abdi's arrest described it as a violent altercation. Police had been called to a coffee shop in the city's Hintonburg neighborhood at about 9:30 a.m. yet after reports someone was groping people. One officer located and pursued Abdi to his apartment building at 55 Hilda Street. McGhie and his partner said they were returning home when they saw the first officer trying to prevent Abdi from entering his building. McGhie said the officer used his baton to strike Abdi in the legs, arms and upper body while shouting at Abdi to comply. A second officer arrived at the scene in a police cruiser, ran out of the car and jumped into the altercation, delivering what McGhie described as a number of very heavy blows to the head and face. McGhie on Tuesday said the second officer was wearing a dark vest and, when shown a still from the YouTube video, identified him as Montsion. They wanted him dead. Zeinab Abdallah, an elderly Somali woman who lives in the building, said she was leaving at the same time Abdi and the first officer were running toward it. Speaking in Somali, she told CBC's Idil Mussa that Abdi called to her, "Sister, protect me from them. Zeinab, help me. Zeinab, help me." As I looked one side, I was shocked, since my looking to that direction coincided with the policeman hitting him with a stick, the very moment he held the door trying to get inside, she told CBC News. He was fleeing the policeman and was trying to go inside the building. Having received the blow, he turned back and grabbed the policeman. They grabbed each other, two strong men. The policeman tackled him and threw him to the ground, hitting him repeatedly. And there was this cut here and his blood run on the ground. Then he started beating him hard with the object he was carrying, and when he did so, I pleaded with him to stop the assault, informing him that the man was mentally ill. I pleaded with him, "Please don't beat him, please, he can't listen, he don't care." The other policemen joined him. They did whatever they wanted with him until he became incapacitated. I have never seen anything similar to the way they beat him with such malice, animosity and hostility. They simply didn't want him alive. They wanted him dead, she said. The SIU is in possession of the building's security video footage of the arrest, CBC has learned. The head of the police union said police were responding to a violent incident, and that they had to contain it. The officers were experiencing the male that was assaultive in behavior, said McGhie. So they are required, they're bound to react to that, they have to react to that, they have to contain that. Group calls for thorough investigation. The National Council of Canadian Muslims released a statement Tuesday calling for a thorough investigation of the arrest. The community we're hearing from here in Ottawa and across the country want answers. So it's really important that the SIU conducts the investigation thoroughly, transparently, said NCCM spokesperson Amir El-Kawadi. A public memorial for Abdi will be held at Somerset Square Park, between Wellington Street West and Somerset Street West at Spagan Avenue, on Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. at